What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's going to be a fantastic day because I have box 2, stages 3, 4, 5, and 6 of Fanhome Optimus Prime. So let's go ahead and get up top and get this thing open. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open. There we go. We got, we got tires. And it looks like a fender. Definitely have a fender there. Oh, these are heavy. These are metal. Let's get that one out. Fanhome, these paperback parts of these fall. They were off on the other one, and they're off on this. But I am in Florida. We have a lot of humidity, so I can see the glue coming undone. But yeah, they don't stay on. So there's the 4 stages, and the order receipt. All right, guys, that's our 4 stages. I'm going to set those to the side for a second. Here's the other ones. Yeah, it definitely looks like a tire. And I think we're going to be working on a foot here or something. Here's stages 3, 4, 5, and 6. There we go. All the poses of Optimus. Let's go ahead and start building. So on magazine 1 here, let's take a look through it real quick. Agent Orion Pax, the mechanical arm of the law. Some on ratchet. And looks like we're doing the right foot. So let's go ahead and get to it. Now I have the downloaded version of this, and that's what I'm going to be using. All right, we got stage 3 here, and this is all quite heavy. So this is all metal for sure. Or at least most of it. This is plastic. These big pieces are metal. Okay, it looks like we're going to be starting with 3H, part 3H, and we have 2 KP screws and 1 JP screw, this little shorter one. And we're going to be reinforcing the foot casing with these. It says to make them tight, but don't over tighten them. So let's see here. We got one's going to go in this hole right here. I see what they're saying. This is 2 pieces that are put together. So we're basically going to be tightening these down together. And another KP screw on this end. I think I'm going to get my other screwdriver out. It's got a better handle on it. All right, nice and snug, but don't over tighten to strip it out. And then the small JP screw is going to go in this little hole here. It's definitely the one I'd be more worried about. It's a very short screw. There we are. And this is going to be his foot, or the middle of it. All right, guys, we got 3B, 3A. We have the 3H that we just tightened down, and we have 2 BM screws. These are going into metal, so I'm going to use a little oil. All right, let's get this oil on. Again, I'm going to put just a little bloop right there. A little bloop right there, just on top of the holes. Now this is going to go like this. Let's get them together like that. Let's see how these go together. Not bad. And screw 2. That oil definitely helps. This foot moves a little like that. Nice. That's heavy. All right, we got our foot assembly so far, and we have a washer that's 3K. We have 3J, which is this little plastic piece here, and we have an MP screw, and that's going to be going right on to this stud, and it's got a slot on each side, which should match up with the slots on each side of that stud. It looks like the slot on the right is a little bigger, so I'm guessing that just goes one way on there, like that. And we're going to put our little lock washer on our screw, and we're going to screw that down. Now this is a MP screw, so it's going into plastic, and you want to be careful not to tighten it too much. just like that. All right, and that was the end of step 3-3. We're going to go on to step 3-4. Okay, we have 3D, 3G, and we have this GP screw right here. And we're going to be putting these together, and that goes just like this, slots over that. And the screw is going to go right through that, and this is a P screw, so it's going into plastic into this side. So no need for oil on this. Again, don't over tighten it. Okay, now we have 3I, and this goes into this upper hole right up here. Not the big one, the one underneath it. And it's got a flat top on it, which matches up with the shape of this pen. And it should be a tight fit, but you can use glue if you want. Yeah, that's not coming out of there. I'm not going to put any glue on it. Yeah, that's fine right there. That'll hold the whole thing. And then we got that, and that is the heel. How cool is that? And now we got step 3-5. And we're going to attach this heel assembly to this ankle assembly here. And that's going to be going over this back pin here, and it's got a slot on the side and a slot here that's going to fit together. And that's going to go together with a BM screw. Let me just test fit it together first. All right. Nice and secure there. There we go. Look at that. Okay, now we have the step 3-6. We have the inner heel joint 3C. We're going to connect to 3F. And you want to make sure you put them in the right orientation. So one of these has like a little, almost a hubcap looking or a texture on the inside. And then this side is solid with a texture. It almost looks like the inside of a wheel. So this is going to go on this way, and we're going to screw it together with the FP screw right through this section here. And snug. Very good right there. Here we got step 3-7. This is the upper heel joint 3E, and we're going to attach that with another FP screw. This is going to go, there's a line around this piston looking part, and that's going to go towards the bottom. And it's going to slide right in here just like this. And we're going to put that FP screw in there. Just want to make sure I had that the right way. I do. This is just going into plastic, so this isn't too bad. Just snug it down slightly. You don't have to over tighten it. I mean, it is his foot though, so this is what he's going to be standing on, so you don't want it super loose, but it does need to move. That's it. It's pretty good. Okay, now we're going to take the this step 3-8. We're going to attach that heel part onto the other side of the foot, and that's where that notch is coming in that we just saw. It's going to go on this part right here. This is the inner heel, and we're going to screw that together with a IP screw. It's a little bitty screw here. I guess it goes up this way. Yeah, there we go. Just like that. That's how it'll look from the back. And that's how it'll look standing up. It's pretty heavy. That's just, guys, that's just the heel of his foot. This is the Fanhome build. It is pretty big too. It is pretty big as well. So, and that is the end of stage 3. Let's move on to stage 4. All right, here's the magazine for stage 4. Is the front cover. Building the story, the creation of the Transformers screenplay. Defender of the Matrix, the legend of Optimus Prime. There's more on Shockwave. All right, then we got the Autobots Strike Back. More about toys, I believe. The Dinobots. And then we're going to go ahead and get into the build. All right, step 4-1, we have part 4K, 4A, and the BM screw. And we're going to put, okay, it's going to go right over this one. And then we're going to tighten this in this hole right here with the BM screw. And that is M for metal, so I'm going to take that back off, put a little bit of oil right there. Just a little bloop, just like that. And we're going to tighten that down. Okay. Okay, guys, we got our last assembly. We have 4J, a CM screw, and a 4O washer. And we're going to attach this onto here using that washer and screw. It's going into metal. I think I'll put just a tiny bit of oil on it. Just a little bit. Get our screw and washer ready. This might be a little tricky. Hold it upside down. Get it started. There we go. Let's tighten that down. There we go. Nice and snug. Still moves. Okay. Now we got 4 in. And this has a slot in one side, and it's going to go over the rail that's inside this right there. Let me just get it lined up right. There it is. Pushed in nice and firm. And that is the end of step 4-3. Okay, step 4-4, we have 4H, 4I, and then we have the washer 4-0 and a CM screw. So we're going to attach that just like we did the last one. There we go. I'm going to snug that one down. Just like that. And now we got 4 in, and we're going to put that in just like the other one. It's like a wheel hubcap. And that's just like that. Okay, we have all the assembly parts, the one from issue 3, and then we have the parts we've already assembled now. This is the left and right toe assembly, and then we have these two 4G washers, and they're going to go right here with the little striped sides. You can see that. You got the lines on it. That's going to be facing outwards, and it can only go on there one way. It's got a notch. So we're going to put that on like that, and we're going to take that left toe assembly and we're going to push that right onto the middle of that, and then we're going to flip it over. We're going to put the other washer on the other side facing out just like that other side, and then these two are going to snap together over that. I need a third or fourth hand for this, but we'll manage. You want to line this pin here over onto this hole, and these little holes, just line the holes in the shafts up on here and put it on. There we go. Slide it down on there, just like that. Now we're going to connect those together with a BM screw, and it's going to go in this hole on the left side toe, and we're going to tighten those down. I'm going to probably put a little oil on it, a longer screwdriver. There we go. Then nice and snug, just like that. Wow, that foot's coming together. Look, that thing's, I got big hands. Thing's as big as my hand. Holy cow. If you want to see the size that this thing's going to be, this is the right foot. Wow. That's big. That's cool. All right, that's the end of step 4-7. Okay, we got part 4D, 40, one of the washers, and an LP screw. And we're going to put this part on. And if it's kind of key coated, as you can see there, we're going to be putting it right on this, and this also has the same shape at the bottom. So it only goes one way, just like that. And then we're going to put the washer and screw in the other side. And with all of these screws going into plastic, you don't want to over tighten it, but you want to get it snug. There we go. Wow, that's so cool. Okay, step 4-9, we have this little cap 4M, and that's going to go right here on top of 4H. It's going to cover this screw right here, and it just pressure fits down in there just like that. I'm telling you, this is wow. I'm just blown away with how big this thing is. Okay, step 4-10, we have 4E. I'm going to turn the foot around, and this is going to go on this piece that we just put on. It's going to go over this, and it only goes one direction. We're going to put that on and push it on. It's a nice pressure fit, snaps onto there. There we go. Yep, and it's going to look like that. And we have 4C, the upper bridge guard plate, 4C, and that's going on the top of the foot. This little ball joint snaps into this little hole right here. We'll put it on there and just snap it down on there. Yep, just like that. And now we got the upper bridge guard. This is 4B, and we're going to attach that with an IP screw. That's going to go right over the top of this, just like that. And we're going to hold that down with the IP screw. There we go. Then we got 4F and 4L, these little decorative pieces here that's going to go on to 4B. So we're going to put 4L on first, and it goes right over this little peg on the front. And none of these things say to glue them, so yeah, I guess if you wanted to. One goes on just like that, right there on the front. And then the other one is going to go on the top, and it's got 2 pegs, so it only fits in there one way. And we're going to squeeze that in just like that, and it covers that one up, so that one ain't going to come out. Nice tight pressure fit in there. All right, and that is the end of stage 4. Man, we are really getting a foot in there, isn't it? It's massive. Look at that. It's probably the size of my wife's foot. Crazy. I'm going to move on to stage 5. Okay, guys, here's the magazine for stage 5. All right, guys, here's the magazine for stage 5. I'll look through it real quick. Sam Witwicky, a little Shia LaBeouf. The Eternal Battle. Legends of Optimus Prime here. Autobots versus Decepticons section again. We got Jazz. Looks like more about cartoons. More about the toys. And then we're going to get into the build right here. So we will be using the magazine for that one. It probably doesn't, I mean, there's not a lot of parts on stage 5. It looks like we're going to be putting a tire together. All right, we got 5E, and we have our foot assembly here. And this is going to go onto the top of the foot here. And it only goes one way. That peg has got a flat side. And we'll just push that down in there just like that. Pretty snug. I mean, you could glue it, I guess, if you wanted to. It doesn't say to glue it. All right, now we got 5B, 5C, and we have an HP screw. And this is going to go with the small circles going down and the hollow side facing towards the back, just like that. And then we're going to hold that together with that HP screw. About like that. All right, and that's the end of that stage. These two pieces will be used in a later stage, it says. So set those to the side. Now this is going to end up going underneath here. It's going to end up going underneath it here somewhere. But I don't think we put it on now. It is a stabilizer. And we'll set it to the side. And let's get started on pack 6. All right, here's issue 6, guys. We have, you can glance through it. We got the Legend of Optimus Prime again here. The Prime's Dynasty. Autobots vs. Decepticons. We've got Skywarp. More on the comics. Welcome Marvel UK. And now we'll get into the build. Looks like we're going to be maybe using that tire after all. And we have that 5D, the inner rim from issue 5. We have the middle rim, 6B. And we got 4 IP screws. And we're going to drop those rims together like that. Line the holes up. And we're going to fit those together with those 4 IP screws. And then we're going to put the tire from the last issue over the top of that rim. Just like that, guys. Now 6-2, I'm going to put the hubcap, which is 6C, onto this side. Put that on and push it in. Nice and snug. It'll look just like that. Nice. All right, now we have the fender, 6A and 2 MP screws. I kind of wish the fender was metal. The fender is plastic. It's well painted. It looks very nice, but it's plastic. All right, so the fender is going to go over these two that are sticking further out. You can get them over. There we go. Snap them on there. Now it's on there. Things on there tight. I almost don't need screws. And there's 2. Gonna look just like that. All right, it's later going to be mounted onto the foot, but not right now. There's really nothing for it to mount to yet, so it looks like it's going to be a little ball mount, as you can see. And it's probably going to mount to something that attaches to this one here. But it's going to go right there. That, guys, is the end of this box this month. And we have one gigantic foot. Wow. All right, let's get back up top. All right, guys, we are all done with box 2 stages 3, 4, 5, and 6. And we have ourselves a foot, a big one. Look at the size of this freaking massive foot. That just goes to show the size of these models. This one's going to be nearly as big as the Agora models, Optimus Prime, which I'm also building, by the way. If you haven't seen those yet, go ahead and check that out in my playlist. I'll leave a link right up here to the last one. I should be getting the next box pretty soon. Yeah, it's going to be big, guys. And here's the fender. It's going to go right in here somewhere like this. Pretty cool. So we got a lot of this foot built. This is another piece from this build. This is a supported set. It's going to go underneath the foot here somewhere. I guess it's extra support for the model. Yeah, wow. Looks very nice. Very detailed, very heavy. It's mostly metal. So guys, I really appreciate you stopping and watching my videos. It really means the world to me. If you like these kind of videos, if you like modeling, make sure you give the video a thumbs up. It helps the channel immensely. And please smash that subscribe button. And I'll see you next time. I'm thechewysolo, and this is Black and Red. See ya.
Woo! Now that is a whole lot of fun right there.